So I've got a video here, got a question from someone. Old jar, drink out of that. Got a question, someone, Grant's doing a talk recently at the Woodstock Fruit Festival, more drama. He says how fasting made me a better athlete. During Ryder, if you're in the audience, what questions would you ask Grant? Well, just to be clear, don't hate Grant, but very, very disappointed in Grant's behaviour, and Doug as well, how they treated that Lee Branson. If you haven't seen her video, how she almost died under Doug's care at Costa Rican fasting retreat this year, I'll put a link down below. She shares her story, and her mother shares her story as well, how she had to rescue her daughter from Doug. She's almost about to die from anemia and required a blood transfusion. So I'll put that link down below if you haven't seen that already. And she explains how Grant and Doug, no fucks were given by them. And Lee asked for a refund afterwards. Just for, oh guys, I almost died. Maybe can I have my $8,000 back? And Doug says, yes, but if you sign a non-disclosure form, if you don't tell anyone we almost killed you, we'll give you your money back. Food and sport customer service right for you. And Lee's like, basically, saying, no, I don't want to sign that. Doug said, sorry, you got to tell us within 48 hours of arriving if you want a refund. Sorry. So, apart from was dying at fast, people die at fasting retreats. You don't fucking hear about it. You do not fucking hear about it. The only time you hear about it is people like myself who speak up or whatever. Many people have died with Doug, and the half the ones you don't even hear about because it's non-disclosure stuff. It's crazy shit. Or when someone dies, where's the voice? How do you publish, unless you've got a YouTube presence like myself or Freely, how to get the truth out there? Like when Lee does her story, how would it get out there? Who's going to promote it? Me and Freely fucking will. Who else is going to promote it? Fucking no one. Because everyone's too gutless or scared or whatever to rock the boat and tell the truth. But we don't give a fuck. We put people before profits. Doug and Grant, they put profits before people in 2014, and their behaviour backs it. Disappointed, definitely. So, if I was in Grant's talk about the fasting retreat, he says how fasting made me a better athlete. What the questions would I ask? The questions I would ask would be, Grant, if we look at your running times, where we have here, we had his little times here. They've gone. But in 2005, 2006, Grant did the 100k walk. His time's about 20 hours. The winning time's about 9 hours 58. So basically, Grant walks 100 kilometers and says it's a run, it's a walk. That's fine. He did it. That's great. And then 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, he doesn't finish. He goes to do the 100-mile event and doesn't finish. In 2012, 2013, he finishes within about an hour to 2 hours of the 36-hour cutoff. So basically, Grant says, fasting made me into like this ultra-marathoner. He's a walker. He doesn't run the events. He walks them. Even Mike Arnstein on our forum had a big joke, a bit of a laugh. Mike was asking for ultra-marathon advice regarding sodium replacement. And he says, only serious marathoners, please. And Grant's like, yeah, I'm serious. And Mike said something like, I think what he says is, no walkers, please, just runners here. So Mike was calling Grant a walker versus a runner because Grant's so slow in his ultra marathons. He finishes at the back of the pack. He finishes with the fatties at the back of the pack. And hey, he's finishing them most of the time. Some of the time he finishes them. Good on him. He's out there doing it. That's the main thing. But of the 7 times Grant's done this 100-mile event, only 5 times. So out of 7 starts, he's finished it twice. 5 times he's had to pull out from fatigue. Can't do it. Grant's best time's about 33, 34 hours, just a couple hours off the cutoff where they say, hey, look, you're too slow, chuck in the car, we'll take you home. So that car's following Grant all the whole way. The winning time, best time on that course, about 19 hours, 28, about that, 19 hours. Grant's time's about 33 hours. So Grant's almost double the time. So the person's running at the front, Grant's walking at the back with the fatties. And that, again, it's fine. I'm just saying Grant should be more objective in his improvements. When he says, oh, I've beat my time by 2.5 hours, it's like you've gone from walking to brisk walking. You're not actually running up the fucking front. You've gone from walking to a little bit brisker walking. But you still only finished the event, first time was in 2012, 4 years after you fast. But fasting, so why is fasting so bad in the body? Why do people die from fast or get anemic from fast? The big reason that Doug doesn't do blood tests is that fasting kills off your red blood cells. It makes you anemic. It makes your muscles lacking in sodium, potassium, electrolytes. It just fucks everything up. Because you're not designed to go, I'm not going to eat for 25 days. I'm not going to eat. I've paid money. I'm not going to eat. You're not designed to do that, man. That's crazy. That's the ego saying, I'm not going to fucking eat. It's insane. It's insane. It kills your red blood cells, makes sure your electrolytes are out of whack. That's why people die or end up... People go to Doug's camp, they end up in mental institutions. In 2009, 2008, I think it was, Doug had to ring the police and get one of the kids who paid Doug $10,000 to fast. Basically, Doug said, let's get this guy, he's fucking gone loony, let's get him to the mental ward. So that guy broke his fast in a mental institution. He's alright now, but Doug didn't give a fuck. He didn't give a refund, so... The stories that come out of that fasting retreat that come to my inbox now, it's pretty fucking crazy. It's pretty crazy. So I would disagree with Grant in that fasting makes people athletes. It doesn't, man. It fucking makes you anemic and weak. And for the money, for the $10,000, $12,000 plus airfares plus time off work, you're talking close to $20,000, $15,000 to $20,000. You can live in Thailand for 2 years training full time on that sort of money. Can you imagine how fit you could get training full time in Thailand on 15 to 20 grand for 2 years? Can you imagine how fucking fit you would be? How lean you could get? Fuck. That's insane. So fasting is just a waste of time and money. It's crazy. I went to the internship. I'm glad I did it. And it reminded me, I never want to fast. I saw what it was. It was a gimmick. It was a rich people fad. People with money, too much money, want to spend it. And a big reason we got booted from the Woodstock list, basically, as pioneers, is because last year we were pretty outspoken about fasting at Woodstock. We were like, look, we don't recommend doing it. If you want to do it, but be careful, man. But we don't really recommend it anymore. We can't honestly recommend it. That's why we just removed our videos about fasting, because it's just, fuck it, man. It's just too dangerous. And Grant and Doug and all those guys, they won't give a fuck if you fuck up, man. They will keep it hush. If you die, they'll be like, we got the money. Won't give a fuck. Alright? Grant and Doug in 2014 put profits before people. Myself and Freely, we put people before profits. That's why our event, how much does it cost to come to Freely's Enduring Riders Raw Tour 4 Thai Fruit Festival? How much does it cost? It costs you fucking nothing. It's free entry. Even the locals are coming up to our talks. We had a couple of Thai people just sitting in the audience like going, it's fucking unreal, man. People earning $7 a day, they come to a raw food fucking event. A vegan event, man. You know what I mean? That's what we're talking about, making it accessible for people. So we just, I love how we have the freedom now to really say what we want. And we have I'm 37 in a couple of days. The older you get, the more experience you get in life. I've talked to thousands and thousands of people from around the world, all about health and fitness. I get to build more knowledge. And I don't have this money greed sort of thing going on. I'm not selling you the supplements and all this bullshit like ATM, peddling shit. We're in it about, my passion is about helping people. It's not about making a lot of money. I can do that making shark videos. It's easy to make money. You don't have to scam people. Make some fucking shark videos or something. Put out an ebook and sell it for $30. No one has to get in debt to get healthy these days, from our perspective in 2014. It's the internet age. Come on, let's make it realistic. So those are questions I asked to Grant. You can't get people to risk their health to go from a walker to a brisk walker. It's not good. So that's my comments and criticisms there. If you're at Woodstock this week, enjoy it. It's nice. Should be nice weather for the next 2 weeks. Beautiful location. That lake is pretty fantastic. And you'll meet some cool people, the campers and stuff like that. Some of the attendees, amazing people. You'll have a good time. But basically, go in with open minds and follow the money. Look at why someone will be promoting something. And it's generally the money. If people are making money from it, you can't always trust them. If people are making a lot of money from something, be suspicious. Be cautious. Don't just buy into everything.